April gave us something the GTA market hasn't seen in quite some time. A third straight month of positive price behavior at the same time where buyer is far more selective. Let's start with the big picture. Compared to April last year, GTA home sales were up approximately by 7%, while new listings declined by about 9.3%, and active listings were also down roughly 6.4%. At the same time, the average selling price across the GTA remained lower year over year by approximately 4.9%. So what does that really tell us? It tells us buyers are quietly coming back into the market, but they remain extremely value conscious and price sensitive. This is not a fear of missing out market anymore. This is a show me the value market. And you would agree that's a much healthier environment than the emotional frenzy we saw in the peak years. One trend I am personally watching very closely right now is inventory behavior. For majority of the past year, buyers had significant leverage because supply kept building. But now we are starting to see fewer new listings entering the market, active inventory beginning to tighten slightly, and sales activity improving at the same time. That combination matters because markets usually don't shift dramatically overnight. They typically stabilize gradually first. And here's another subtle but important shift many people may overlook. On a month-over-month basis, GTA average prices actually increased by approximately 3.3% from March to April. Now that does not mean the market is suddenly overheating again, but it does suggest something important. Buyers are slowly regaining confidence at the right properties and the right price points. The GTA average price also moved back above the $1,050,000 mark after briefly dipping below the $1 million range earlier this year in January. That matters psychologically, not because every property is suddenly rising again, but because confidence appears to be stabilizing very slowly. At the same time, one of the biggest mistakes people make right now is thinking the GTA market is moving as one single market. It really isn't. Different property types, different price ranges, and different municipalities are behaving very differently. Take high-rise condos for example. The median condo pricing across the GTA still shows an enormous affordability spread. In Brampton, the median high-rise condo price is sitting around $390,000. Toronto East, Scarborough, it is closer to $445,000. Mississauga is near the $490,000 range, and Oakville is around the mid-500s. While Toronto Central is approaching approximately $590,000. Same GTA, but nearly a $200,000 difference depending on where you buy. And this is where buyer psychology is beginning to shift. The buyers today, along with location, they are increasingly looking at better monthly affordability, lower entry points, stronger long-term flexibility, and overall lifestyle value. Now let's look at detached homes. Oakville continues to command the premium position in the GTA, with median detached prices now above approximately $1.63 million. Richmond Hill, Markham, Vaughan, and parts of Toronto also continue holding strong in the upper price segments. But what I find particularly interesting right now is the widening gap between the outer markets and premium luxury pockets. Oshawa's median detached pricing is around $727,000, while Oakville sits above $1.6 million. That's nearly $1 million spread inside the same broader GTA ecosystem. Another trend becoming increasingly clear is that the luxury and upper end market is becoming much more selective. Homes with strong lot defensibility, premium school districts, renovated conditions, realistic pricing, and high quality presentation are still attracting attention and getting sold fast. But properties that are overpriced, poorly prepared, or still anchored to 2021 price expectations are sitting much longer. For buyers, this market still presents opportunity, especially compared to the frenzy years. There is more room for negotiation, more flexibility around conditions, and significantly better product selection. But historically, the best opportunities rarely feel obvious in real time. That's why data matters far more than emotion in markets like this. And for sellers, preparation, as I always maintain, is the key. Pricing strategy, staging, Presentation, photography, and launch timing are no longer optional details. In today's market, they directly impact your final outcome because buyers are comparing everything much more carefully. Real estate tends to reward clarity and patience far more than urgency and noise. Leaving you with an awesome quote by Picasso: "Action is the foundational key to all success." Thanks for watching, and as always, if you'd like a more detailed breakdown for your specific city or scenario or detached home or condo or any investment goals, feel free to reach out anytime and I will be happy to assist.